Hello, all right, welcome back to this session on the series on Moneytudes. Now, we started on this particular section, the part one of this section on the prodigal son not having plan, according to the Bible in the prodigal son series. Jesus said immediately he took his father's belongings, he went off. And then I was giving a story about a book, The Richest Man in Babylon, by George Samuel Clason. Now, that book, according to what I mentioned, I said he gave a story. A man was trying to give his son an opportunity to go and try out everything about life. So he gave him a bag full of gold coins, and then the other bag full of words of wisdom, tablets of words of wisdom. And then this question was asked, and everyone said, if I was given these two, which one will you take? They said, I will take gold, 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 just like everyone would have taken gold. And then he now started giving the story that son of his went out and discarded the bag with tablets of words of wisdom for the bag of gold, and then started spending. Every position he went, he was making good use of the gold that he had, and he kept spending and spending until the gold finished. And when the gold finished, he now started going through difficulties, started going through terrible times. And along the line, one day, he stumbled on the bag of tablets of words of wisdom, and he said, let me even see what is inside this bag. And he opened the bag and he began to look on each of the tablets, and each of the tablets were giving him instruction on how to spend gold, how to invest, challenges of investing, the first thing that he was going to meet when he has money, and how people are going to be treating him because of what he has, and all the rest of them. And these were actually what he was supposed to know before even starting to spend the gold. But he never knew it. He never took into cognizance that that bag of tablets of wisdom was far more important than the bag of gold. So like every one of us today, if I say I'm giving you 10 million naira now, and then opportunity to stay with a very successful man for 2 hours and just to get important instructions about life and how to go about it, you might say, wow, just give me the 10 million naira, leave the successful man and all the rest of them. Whereas you might stay on a table with a successful man, and at the end of the day, you can strike a deal of over 2 point something billion naira or billions of dollars. So now this man started reading all these words and started noticing that everything in the bag of words of wisdom have already been experienced by him. And then every money he had gone. So, in other words, he has paid for what he has, and at the end of it, he has lost everything. So, knowledge is important, wisdom is important. Some of you have experiences today, and you look down on yourself. You feel because I don't have money, I don't have all the experiences. The prodigal son, my brother, my sister, he had money, but he never had all the experiences. Some of us, our experiences are worth 10 million naira. Some of us, our experiences are worth 100 million naira. Some of us, our experiences are worth billions of naira. But it might not have been converted into cash. And as a result, you look down on yourself, you look down on your potential, you look down on your capacity. I was telling us about plan. The prodigal son lacked plan. If we talk about plan, we might not go out from this series. That's why we are giving it a 2 section. A on plan 1, part 1, and this is the part 2 of plan. Now understand this, that it is in planning that you know the kind of people that you need to work with you. It's in planning that you know what you need as far as your directors are concerned. I talked about plan A, plan 1, plan 2, plan B, plan C, and plan D. 4 different plans. Now, do you know that most people started today not with their plan A or plan B or plan C? They started with their plan D. And today, they have toppled all the experiences. They have toppled all the targets that they were expecting to have toppled with plan A. All right? So if you have a plan, you can launch out and take your world. But if you do not have a plan, no matter what you have, please do not launch out. It is in planning that you take cognizance of what is called feasibility study. A feasibility study is a holistic view, picture, both the pros, the cons, every detail that is required for your project to start. That is a feasibility study. It's in planning that you create what is called your business plan. Your business plan is the marketing aspect, the economic aspect of your project. How maybe goods of worth 100,000 naira can generate a profit of, let's say, 200,000 naira in 2 months or in 3 months. How your target audience, whether they are 50 million or 100 million, can be reached. How you can sustain your business in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. These are your business plan. It's in planning that you develop a summary of every of your vision. So understand this, that planning helps you to solve a greater part of your project. It lifts the burden of whether you are capable of starting or not. It lifts that burden from off your shoulder. Because each time you look at your plans, you'll be telling yourself, yes, I'm approaching my target. And let me make you to understand, in planning, you have short-term plan, you have medium-term, and you have long-term. In planning, you have short-term goals, you have medium-term goals, and you have long-term goals. The short-term goals will be the one that can immediately be kick-started. But the medium-term might be the ones that you don't have to introduce now. You can introduce them some years' time in the process of executing your project. And then there is a long term. Now, why these things are necessary in planning is so that at every time when you are discouraged, when you are being afflicted, when you are being challenged by so many economic hardship and all the rest of them, whenever you look at your short term, when you look at your medium term, when you look at your long term, you will be telling yourself, yes, I am approaching there. Yes, I have a goal. Yes, I have a target. Yes, I have a plan. Understand this, that the day you saw Microsoft Windows 98 was not the same day you saw Windows XP. The day you saw iPhone 13 was not the same day you saw iPhone 6. All these have stages. So there are certain phases to your project, there are certain phases to your business ideas. There are some business ideas that you cannot execute immediately. There are some that cannot even be executed in 6 months' time. They can be executed on a further date, but they have to be included and captured in your plan. These are the things that the prodigal son did not have. We are continuing the prodigal son series. Please like and follow our page. This is Inspiration Age Ministries. Our page is there already. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you always follow. So when you subscribe, you always get to know when we post new lectures and new videos. And in case you have questions, you can drop them in the comment section. Our numbers will be displayed on the screen. Let me help you to understand. There are so many. We said 7, but there are so many errors of the prodigal son. which we'll be bringing across your way. So the next edition will blow your mind. What the prodigal son never had. So the fact that you have money does not mean you have gotten it all. There are so many things that money cannot buy. Those are the things that you need to have in this generation so that you can succeed. My name is Wisdom Elder. This is Moneytudes series from Inspiration Age Ministries.